Well, howdy do, beautiful human beings. It's time to keep playing Control, which is excellent. Um, so, we are the new director of the Federal Bureau of Control, here to fight paranormal threats and have a great time doing it as well. Have a terrific time. Um, an interesting little discussion that emerged at the end of last stream. That's going to be the big change that we're making today. Is that the map in 3D, in a way, is actually somewhat misleading. This 2D map in 3D. I don't know how accurate this comment is. My understanding is that this map was added either later in development or maybe post-release or something like this, but the map has a lot of detail which kind of implies that it is valuable to use as a player for navigation. But what happened is I kept walking off the rails of the game. I kept doing something like, oh, look, I need to go in that orange direction. Okay, that's there. Oh, so if I... It's kind of hard for me to show my mouse cursor, but you see this sort of hallway area that the red arrow is pointing to over there, this sort of open area? It looks like it's connected to the yellow, and so in my head, I would just be like, oh, I should head back this way to go, back around this way, and then I should go left and over and in. This is sort of how using the map would be misleading, because look, this map is actually providing guidance for me to head towards that yellow. And notice that as I'm doing this, I have the map open, and I'm not paying attention to what's happening on the screen, because I'm focused on what's happening in relation to the map. And so, if you were to say, Sean, there's no map in the game. Notice how when you go into this environment, there's some, brightly colored, very evocative set pieces, and then bright white signaling, hey, this is something to look at, and lo and behold, it's a door. And I go this way, there's a save point, and I turn this way, and again, there's a door. And look at how well lit this area is. Look at how dimly lit this area is. There's actually a lot of lighting in this game that is what I'll call the soft rails. It's guiding really well in the game when I've been looking. And I remember I talked to one of my friends that recommended this game to me. And basically, he was like, I literally never use the map. I literally never, ever use the map. I didn't even know there was one. Maybe there wasn't. And so I think that as we are playing today, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the map even less. What gun do I have out right now? The regular one? Great. I like my pistol. Oh, this is so tight. What is this? Is this the entrance to... No, I thought that was that weird stone-walled entrance that I was looking at, but... Ozari says, can you recap a bit of what you learned in the game so far? Other than, we're the new director for Control. Couldn't finish stream yesterday, didn't have time to watch today. Yeah, so basically, we're trying to get new components. We're trying to get components, to get the reactor back online. Now we're headed to research to try to, I believe, learn a little bit more about what's going on with the hiss. There's just sort of a daisy chain of information that is... the basic structure of the game is... We need to find this person to get information, go deeper, and this sort of thing. Cephalo says, map being confusing is a very SCP Control thing to do, but is also confusing for the players. I would say that this does not feel very SCP, because, take, for instance, if I go into, some of my research and records, and, if I'm trying to get the one that has, a lot of redacted stuff. Probably if I go more over to the case files here. Yeah, this is clear, deliberate obfuscation, and I want to note something really important. There is in-document obfuscation that in the real world and in other sources is a form of obfuscation. We know that black over text means you're not supposed to read this. This is redacted, right? Now, in other locations in the world, when you go to a map like this is... What was that noise? Weird. This looks like a game trying to accurately convey proper navigational information. Why would I say that? There's brightly colored sections that represent things that are higher up, dimly lit sections that show that it's lower down. And I think that it goes against what the intuition of opening up this kind of map is. I mean, hell, look at the fact that as I turn my camera, this arrow turns with me. What does this wind up doing? It communicates to me that this is a very gamic map. This is a game-based map that you should use as a means of navigation. And what I was arguing last night is, I think that this game might have been better served with no map. Or might have been better served with a map that was much less high fidelity, maybe just a rectangle that says Astral Exhibition with no details, and another rectangle that says Parakinesiology as a rectangle with no details. So that way I can look at it and go, oh, this isn't a navigational game map. This is just a relational map that shows where the locations relate to each other, generally speaking. Next one says, as a completionist, I liked the map and found it to be really helpful. But again, I want to note the difference between completionism, where you might have a better sense of how things work, and a brand new player sitting down going, what does this map communicate? Oh, that I should open it up and use it for navigation. And I literally walked right away from all the brightly colored lights that were guiding me where to go. I'm going to pick up these. I've talked enough, so I'm not going to read all that stuff. Yeah, because, like, if I enter into... Where was the entrance? I assume that was the entrance. Right, great. So it's only one way to go. Oh, sick.
I can't believe they keep that thing here.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, just an epilepsy warning for anyone. I mean, I don't know a damn thing about epilepsy, what precisely causes the triggers, but bright flashing lights, figure can't hurt to err on the side of caution. Woohoo! That's even a little intense for me. Is our bit rate choking? That's actually so funny. Oh, man. All right, get ready. Oh, shit. That's the wrong button. Fuck. Open up! Ah! What does this do? What is this doing? Oh. Alright. Alright, so there's another one over there. Oof. Come to... New Bureau alert. Alright, so this is one of these side quest timed mission-y thingies. Can you come to me over here? Hello. That beeping, I couldn't tell if it was in real life or in the game. Alright, so I'm gonna pick this up. Come to me. I have a sensitivity to bright lights, so I keep just, like, looking away and playing on my tiny screen on the left. Alright, great. Come on, then.
Doing with that thing.
Oh my god. Woo! Alright, so again, ask Congress this question. If you happen to miss out on an Easter egg or cool thing, what way would you prefer us to let you know? Maybe just not. Maybe just not. Maybe just not, I think. I'm okay missing Easter eggs. If I'm, like, way past the area, I think some things like that are cool. But by the way, I want to know, like, this is one of these moments where if I'm looking at the environment, I walk into this room, there's a clear puzzle to solve, this thing that was closed is now open, and if I'm just paying attention to the environment, I think this game's doing a terrific job of showing me, in environment, what's happening.
Marshall.
The more I looked at the map, I think the more I was getting thrown off.
We're so close. We need to hurry.
What is this? Oh shit, well this is not what I wanted to do, huh? Enemies are not the most aggressive in this game. Woo! Oh, hi, Sheriff. The baby cat of the week, Sheriff, wants to snug. Yeah. This is a disaster. We absolutely have an emergency situation over here. Little Share Bear just needed help to get up here. It was a very close call, but we managed to find the right technique to get the little darling girl up here. All right. I got turned around a little bit. This is where we go. Okay, okay. Everyone, please admire the soft tummy of Sheriff the Cat. Oh. Excuse me, Share Bear. Oh, wrong person. Here's where it says, can I say one pure game mechanics thing that I only knew after the game because I heard it in the interview with the devs? I would love it. Oh my god. Unbelievable, I deserve to get hit. Woohoo! This is the thing where you don't die first time you hit 0 hit points. Oh, really? Nice. Oh, I think this is like AAA game development to the fullest. I mean, there's 1,001 little things that you don't think about that are just in there. Oh, that's the big boy. Oh, thought I got you guys. Thought I got you guys. Thought I got you guys. What do I want to throw? Yeah, I'm thinking... Is this a microwave? Come here. Oops. Rock in the face. You guys know what Coyote time is? Have you heard about this? You stand, I'll stand. Hith cluster. So, Coyote time is the idea that when I walk off this edge, there is a point of time at which I am on this edge, and then my, like, so first of all, what's happening in Collision from Celeste Designers? Oh, this has been in here for, that's been a game mechanic for 1,000,001 years, but I don't know why I keep interrupting myself. I've been pretty irresponsible about that lately. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Anyways, the collider for most characters does not actually use the feet and the arm geometry. There's a main collider that is often a capsule for the character. Like, and again, when I say capsule, just think of a pill. Or for simplicity, you can think of it as like a rectangle, a rectangular prism. That, like, as I'm walking against this, you see it's not actually my face and body that's colliding with this. There's something that kind of sits around the character, this capsule. Belschloss is a hitbox, if you will. A little different than that. But we'll go into that, too. But yeah, the collision is generally like, so if my head was the character in the game, ignore the rest of the body, which I know is a challenge for you. But if my head is the character in the game, the collider that represents where collision, for the sake of movement functions, would be this sort of other, it would be sort of like a pill or rectangular prism. Now, this is different than what a hitbox is, because sometimes you want the hitbox and the collision box to be the same. Sometimes you don't. For instance, in this circumstance, we see that I physically can't go into the wall, but there's a gap of space, visually. So this visual gap of space would imply to us that the collider is actually kind of extending a little bit in front and behind our character. And so you might want to say, okay, the hitbox is tighter and actually has more geometric complexity, which we're okay with because we only need to check the hitbox when guns shoot, or when objects fly, or when there's some sort of damage-dealing thing. When it comes to collision, you often just want something that is incredibly easy to do computation around. So that's why a pill is used, because in a pill, the top and the bottom is a sphere, and spheres are easy to do computations on, compared to something like, I don't know, a human head that has all these little crevices and niches. And then you also have the cylinder in the middle. But anyways, that's aside the point. Coyote time is this. Remember in Wile E. Coyote, when the coyote would run off the edge and would float in the air for a while as he was running, and then look down, and then look up, and then plummet to his death? Not to his death, but plummet to something hilarious and suitable for children. Remember that? So Coyote time is a thing that games do where if you are walking, that pill collider that I talked about probably is actually off the edge earlier than the player's intuitive brain thinks. So if I'm running and I hit jump here, clearly I was jumping on this platform, right? I can jump here. Which leads us to Coyote time, meaning that a lot of times when players are trying to do a really, really precise jump, where they want to jump right at the very tip of the edge, like that last jump that I just did there, many games permit the player to jump for about a quarter second or so after they have been standing on no terrain. Because perceptually, players feel like they're still on the platform. And when they hit jump, if they are not on the platform, but they've only just recently become not on the platform, players rarely perceive it as, oh man, I jumped too late. They perceive it as, I hit the button, the game messed up and dropped my input. So like, watch as I'm running. I'm gonna try to jump a little while after the edge. And it seems to completely permit me to jump when I was pretty much off the edge. You can do little animation tricks to make the leg look like it's still touching, but yeah, like right there, I was like clearly no longer on the ledge. And so this is one little tiny example of a hidden optimization that feels good that you don't notice, that took a lot of work. Leprechaun 5000 says, is that a design decision or a technical limitation with having perfect update time? It is a design decision because, I mean, you can update your logic very quickly, but you might literally, I mean, and it's called Coyote time, and you put it as a parameter in a platformer. You're like, Coyote time is this long, and you'll sometimes set it to like 0.3 seconds, which is a fucking long time. It's almost half a second, where you're off and your character is actually animated beginning to fall, and you hit jump, and it immediately teleports you to the same Y level that you were when you jumped off, or that you would have been if you had been on the ledge. And so you sort of see in frame motion, it goes down a little bit, and then whoop, your character jumps. Again, you start to go, and then you start to sink a little bit, and then it juts you up, and then it jumps you. So this is... So, again, that's one example of one little optimization. And I was talking about this yesterday, that here's me, the person, and over here, beyond this hand, is the experience. And so there's this layer in between that I feel like is intuitive, bad-feely jockettiness. And we were yesterday using the example of, hey, I want to play the game, and the experience is here. Oh, wait, here's this bug that I keep running headfirst into. Oh, man. When you have a really smooth 60 frames per second bug-free experience, it lets you really feel like you're in the game and getting into it. And that's what a lot of these little design optimizations are from. And the one that was just brought up by... I'm so sorry, my chat... scrolled too fast, but if I can scroll... Oh, it's already scrolled past my limit. Please, provide yourself credit. But someone in chat noted that in this game, when you hit 0 health, you don't die. It actually just sets you to 1 health the first time you hit 0 health. And then if you hit 0 again, then you die. Because there's this thing that happens where I have 75% health and maybe someone one-shots me. It's easy for me to go, what happened? And though technically the answer is that person from over there shot you, it was Years Rider. Of course it was Years Rider. Thanks so much. Years Rider was pointing his head. Of course, intuitively, you could say that person is the one that shot the rocket that actually finally took you out. But there's a difference between the rational explanation and the in-the-moment emotional intuition. So if you're at 75% health, someone shoots you for 80% health, the game won't kill you, it'll set you to 1 health.
We've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the left department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
So by the way, this is an example of what I mean by the game is clearly signaling for me to go this way. Why? Because when I use this control point, a bunch of frickin' things moved out of the way. But if I go to this thing, you know, well, actually, hey, for once it actually looks completely and utterly clear. Yay. There's been times, again, where I feel like I would sabotage what the game was presenting very bluntly and plainly clear as day. Hey, look, someone saw the cell. I mean, this is crystal clear, but I keep going, and like try to open up stuff. Like, again, in-game stuff is making a lot of sense. Out-of-game stuff, like this map can, I think. I'm saying the same point many times. I've already made my point. You understand me.
I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jessie Faden.
The new director.
I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She got that right.
She's got that right. How am I enjoying the game? Oh, I think the game's terrific.
More of you? Really?
Oh, these are explodey boys. Ah! I can't see shit. See, I ran this way because I knew that there was a bunch of health things that I didn't need to pick up because I'm just too good. Banelings, 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 oh. Burp, 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 burp. It also did the 1 HP thing you talked about. That's because I am both a gamer
Trench said his team
and an
knows
expositor
all
to
the
the
secrets.
Supreme.
Marshall, especially. Does she know what happened to Dylan?
Bobby Digitalis, what a treat to see you. Sometimes I wonder how unfun a fair game would be with none of the behind-the-scenes tweaks that are unrealistic but make the gamer feel cool. Well, let's take Coyote time, which is, again, like, here's the edge of the boundary, and you walk out to here, and you're no longer standing on ground, and then you jump. That is not necessarily there to make the player feel cool. The way that players report it is that they say, hey, there's a bug that's causing some of my inputs to drop.
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
Oh, hell yeah. Working toilets. Patrick Bennett, I just wanted to say I've been enjoying watching you play things other than MTGA the last week or two, especially this and Death's Door. One of the ways my ADHD manifests is a sense of overwhelm, anxiety in new situations. Seeing early portions played by someone else makes it feel easier to get started and move past discomfort into a point where I'm just immersed in having fun. Oh, I'm delighted to hear that. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know about you, but when I was a kiddo, rubber duck supplement. Ooh, I gotta read about this one. When I was a kiddo, ADHD was almost described to me as, you're just hyper. You're hyper and you don't like being quiet in school. Now that I'm older, and I actually know a number of people with adult ADHD, the best description that I have heard, the reason I say it's the best is because someone with adult ADHD told me this, and then I went to my other friends who have adult ADHD and sort of transferred what I was told, and they were like, no, that's it, yeah. So maybe this is accurate for you, Patrick, maybe not, but the way it was described to me is that ADHD can feel like being at a party where there's 50 people, but you're having a conversation with one person. This is how a normal person feels. You're in a conversation with one person, even though there's 50 other people talking all at the same time. But ADHD can feel like every single one of those 50 people's volume level is exactly the same. So just to listen to the one person who's right here requires unimaginable focus and difficulty and challenge. And I heard someone describe that something like Adderall created a quieting effect for them. Created a sense of, oh, the volume level. I can say, oh, I'm going to choose to have all this. I'm going to choose to turn down the volume on this and just listen to this one thing. And that's just like one aspect of it. Other things being like, as was written above, executive function struggles and all that stuff. So I am sincerely delighted to help. I know there's a great deal of... Oh, we're here. Very sick. Great deal of neuroatypical folk. So while I'm really pleased to help in that way, Patrick, I also deeply apologize for being kind of dog shit at a lot of games. Sometimes I'm just trying to unwind, and you keep playing the wrong land. I don't understand you, Sean. Oh, do I have level 4 access? Or is this just... No. I'm sure I'm gonna get it here. Hey, look, it's me after I'm done broadcasting for you. I'm kidding. I'm like that all the time. Oh, I love environmental storytelling. Oh, yeah.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
See, again, I think I habitized like, I'm going to go into the map. Oh, look, it's over this way. La, la, la. You know, but I mean, if I just look, literally, there is a giant light coming from, as far as I can tell, fucking nowhere. And just blasting illumination on this person's entire 3D model. So, of course, if I just pay attention, to what I'm seeing instead of going to the menu. I'm repeating the same point.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
I am his gun.
Just call me Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
Do you know Dylan?
I can clear out the hiss.
I can
I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has
Or
systems in place
detesting
to
me.
protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss.
Oh, yes. Clear the
Rangers,
hiss.
let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
What was given to me?
Has anyone heard from Salvador?
Last anyone heard, he was taking a security team into containment. The reason is currently unknown.
I think I know the reason.
Yeah, I gotta never look at this frickin' map. Because again, I look at that yellow thing, and my intuition is to want to go back this way and kind of work my way out into this main hallway area and then kind of go down and around. Don't use the map. Look at the place that is deep, dark red in this room that only has, like, yellow and gray tone. Oh, cool. Sometimes my aim is just like, no. Healing! Uh-oh.
I see rangers over there.
I see rangers. I see friends. What do we think turns this off, huh? No, out of the way! Out of the way, stylish typeface! Guys, do you see any threats that I'm not noticing? Let me know in the comments of the YouTube. Oh, hello. Oh. Guys, let me know in the comments if I should have dodged that, you think? Please let me know. So, I mean, I know I upload to YouTube, but I don't really consider myself a YouTuber. For the sole reason that... Oh. For the sole reason that I never ask people to leave comments. Well, I should be more precise. I ask people to leave comments on my YouTube less than 1% of the time. Because the one time I do, I will actually read that. But, like... Oh. First it screamed, and then it exploded. I have read YouTube comments. Oh, it's Lewis. Oh, I see. He's holding up. He's holding up some objects. See all that rubble? That rubble is the little white that's right there. Ow! Ow, you jerk! I'm sorry. I was looking at the animations and I Again, if you think I should have dodged that, let me know in the comments. Someone once asked me to describe my sense of humor in one word, and the best phrase I had was stupid. The dumber the phrase, the better for me. Parakinesiology Chief Lewis. Chief Dave. I need a... Let me know in the comments if you think I should pick up this health. Come here, Chief Lewis. Alright, I'm gonna go melee attack. Oh, my friend. Whoa. Oh, cool, my friend died, and I actually got some pretty sweet pickups. Look at this YouTuber profile and building. Thanks. What do I wanna do? Excuse me. Damage against enemy armor, 59%. Accuracy plus... What's accuracy? Reload speed, 15%? So I currently have damage boost. Oh, do this, I guess. Alright, hold on. I missed some things. We got some tight-ass questions from Volga Rourke. Says, do you think this game does a good job of putting the position of Jessie? I mean, if you feel like you're really her, or her inner monologue speaks some of your concerns. I say this because I've seen games where the character and you are very different positions, and their choices don't necessarily reflect what you would do. Oh my god, I can't believe I've done this. I've minimized it. Oh god. I actually quite like what this game is doing, where I really like a game that says this is the protagonist. Or in Witcher 3, many of the options in the dialogue, as I understand it, as has been told to me, is that you, the player, are given choices, but both of them are choices that still the protagonist would do. It's not some sort of situation where... That's right, I need to do one more thing, personnel mods. This is the one I keep forgetting. Thank you, me. Go me for remembering stuff. Health recovery per element pickup. Plus 32%, huh? I don't know. Do energy launch cost minus 11? Why not? But yeah, like, what I don't like is when there's a character... Well, I guess I shouldn't say what I don't like, but where sometimes I get a little dissonance is when my options are like, do you want to save the city or let the city burn? And I'm like, let the city burn. And then my character goes, I want to let the city burn. And someone goes, you can't. And my character goes, okay. Let's save the city. Then I'm just like, ah... Continue towards just this darling little lab. But I think that more than anything, like, I really, in single-player games, don't care the most. Like, in a game like this, where the game is trying to tell a story, I really don't care. Like, I mean, I am in for the ride. I don't really care if I feel like I am the character, or if the character is just someone else external to me. Both of those are fine. I also will say that I really like Fallout 1 and 2, where there's just so many choices to make.
Item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low-voltage electric shock.
This is what Twitch did to me when I first went to their offices in 2010.
Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen.
I remember this part. They really wanted to see if Twitch streamers could actually broadcast in all temperatures. I think it's a very sensible test.
Response.
Yeah.
Next, a series of solutions will be applied.
That was a big
each
problem
at
at the time.
a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14.
I tend to prefer saline solution as the best one, but, you know, it's completely fine.
No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate.
This is when
Can you
Kevin Lynn first spoke to
understand
me.
Can you understand my words?
I was shaking back and forth at this point in time.
Quack if you can understand my words.
I totally quacked. I quacked right at Kevin
No
Lynn.
response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
All right. This reminds me that I had some duck information that I wanted to see. Yeah, I mean, this is all cool. Case files. Rubber duck supplement. Discovered in the home of Agent blah, 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 after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent blah, 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 the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it up to the Bureau for study. Update! It was discovered that Agent blah, 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 was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent blah, 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 has been terminated.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over with a hiss.
Okay, I look forward to the ability to fly. This game has hinted rather strongly to me that I can fly. Not now, but soon. Not soon, but eventually. You cannot hide from me. Shatter recoil. Knock, knock. Can I just say, all I want is a game that's nothing but chains of puzzles like that shit. Need to find another one of those. Been playing Understand in my free time.
You let me here. Any idea how to make it work?
No, no. No, none of these is going to be the good Umbrella Corporation logo. Was The Witness that type of game? Oh, fuck yeah! Dude, The Witness was just one start-to-finish power trip for me. Second only to Antechamber. I loved The Witness. The Room was a fun series of games. Loved The Room. Black Rock Prisms. Okay, I want to see this. Black Rock Prisms. Black Rock Prisms are unique formations of black rock. These technical writers, man. Distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique blah 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 structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range of blah 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 blah. The perfect harmonization. This report analyzes the results, focusing on through a harmonized prism on methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields and imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance on the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to file for a full report. Black rock prisms. Prisms made out of black rock. Now I know you want me to go there. Oh, this is tight. Oh, this is cool. It's just this observation center up here. Oh my god, it's a combination electronic console and jungle gym. God, this must have been fun as hell to design. Classified, classified. Whoa! Brooks says every 2 years I play the Talos Principle. It's my favorite game. Talos Principle is one of the best, most underrated games of all time. So underrated.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, restart punch card terminals. G. Verbal says, friend was environment artist on this project. Heard that it was pretty fun to design these areas. Oh shit, it's a puzzle? Oh shit, it's a fucking puzzle, man. Fuck yeah. Give me your puzzles. Give me your oh my god, puzzles. Oh yeah. Oh, look, they're all on the ground. All around on the ground. Tom Clancy's Rainbow says you might want to get out pen and paper for this one. Uh-oh. Cracks knuckles, cracks neck on the other side, cracks nose, cracks teeth, cracks... A clap back to Tom Clancy's Rainbow. Don't you worry, I'm going to solve this puzzle so fast, you're going to wish you could subscribe twice. Which you can using Tier 2 subscriptions. Hi, Sheriff. Have you come to help with the puzzle? This cat loves being scritched. Yeah, come on up. Come on up. This is an important time in your life. It's watching Dad be, whoa, really good at his job. Which only happens maybe once a week. It's going to happen right now. Oh, she purring. Oh, she purring. Okay, first we have a pit stop. Pit stop, just a snuggle. Pit stop. You know, I gotta be honest. I don't care how busy I am. I don't care what crisis I'm dealing with. If this cat wants to be snugged, she gets her snugs. You know what I mean? Sheriff, please. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hi. Yeah, no, oh, not to the other shoulder. Come on. Oh, so how did you train her to do this? There we go. Alright. She's just my sweet little...
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Marshall, I know. Please, Marshall. Please get ready to sub twice. Bezos says, alright, challenge accepted. If you get this in the first go, you'll get a tier 3 from me. Ooh, baby. Yeah, yeah. Benoit says, I'm going to solve this puzzle so fast and just cuddle my cat for the next 10 minutes. Alright. Alright, so we have to go to a location known only as the zone. Can I get in the zone? Oh, this baby girl, she's just so warm and happy. Alright, I'm going to go back down. I think I have all 5. Oh.
Whiteboard drawing
Ow.
may be important.
Ow. Alright, so I'm just going to briefly check the whiteboard drawings because I remembered these were here, and she just said it. There's some shapes. Okay, let's see if we can... Now, let's first... Okay, so this will... Okay, so let's first learn the mechanics of this. This is just which shape goes where. So here's 1, here's 2. Total terminals. I'm not enumerating them in any specific order,
Looks
but
like he
here's
was
3.
working on something to do with these symbols.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. So I'm just gonna first just add the first one in randomly and just see what happens. I'm just gonna start adding them all in randomly. I'm just gonna put whatever the first one is so we can get some research. What's this? Okay. Okay, so we see the patterns and the shapes here. Here.
What do the symbols mean?
Shut up. Okay, so So this one likely goes all the way up here. Are there only 3 terminals? No, looks like there's 5. Yep, so there's where the 5 chords do. They show us where the 5 thingaronis are. So here's the 3 here, there's a 5th one here, and then there's a final one up there. Now, it looks like they have numbers. There's 5 here. Oops, went to the wrong way. That's 2. This is 1, 2, 3. Yep, and I assume this is 5, so that one's 4. Okay, so now we're going to try to find references to the various symbols and shapes. And right now, it looks like we have... I see this one here. So let's see if this actually corresponds to one of the shape symbols that we have here. Let me actually just go collect all my cards first before I do this. Ooh. No! No! Stop jumping! Alright, so if I go here... So there is the symbol that I just saw. Is that second one. So
try different combinations. One of them has to work.
So there's the 5 chords, right? Coming down from above. Alright. Alright. So I think the biggest clues to me are this one. Feedback loop. So that could be 1 blank blank 4 blank, right? So perhaps this is a suggestion. That's 1, 2, 3 blank blank. So that should actually give us 5. But do I actually have that shape? Let's take a look at these 2 shapes here, right? The diamond and the hexagon, right? So we go like this. Do we have a diamond and a hexagon? We have, yep, we have diamond and hexagon. So it could be that these are the 2, or perhaps these need to be swapped is what that's suggesting, but it's okay. Great. So that one needs to be in 5. So this is 1, that's 5, so that should give us the other one. Okay, so 5 needs to be this shape right here. Okay. That's 5, because it's down here. Oops, I forgot to do this shape. So this is 1, is the high-intensity shape. Alright. And so then this... 2 is the hexagon, 3 is the diamond. If we got this right, really quickly, then you must recall that I am the gamerest of gamers. C'est parfait. Give me all your fucking money. Give me all of your money immediately. Ah, excellent. Excellent. First try. First try. There it is. Absolutely annihilate anything related to shapes, sequences, and motivations for getting all the money.
Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues.
Look, even my cat.
We need a new plan.
Okay, excuse me. Martin, I'm pretty sure that's the second time you pushed the button. It is true. It's true. I was trying to see what happened when you push the button. Jeremy says, cracks knuckles, cracks neck. Cracks neck the other way, cracks code. That's how it's done. Hi, baby. Guess what? The mouse pad is all yours today. Can you get off the mouse, though? Can you get off the mouse? This is... Shadowcast is gonna laugh so hard at that crystal breaking meant you did it wrong. Oh my god, Waffles the dog gave us 5 subs. The Tick just up to tier 2. Inferior Pants just gifted 5 subs. Who knew that being the king of Poozles? Vesroth, a tier 3 sub. Mwah, Vesroth, you are too generous, too kind, and completely compelled by how sick, thick, solid, and tight my puzzle-solving capabilities is. Oh my god, I was so in the zone. Speak with Marshall. Hello. Oh, Mexatron streams with the 5. Oh, y'all so sweet. Y'all so sweet. Oh my god, a warm thanks.
We need more black rock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Black Rock processing
Years
site.
writer, yes.
That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way. But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go. I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it. I'm the only one who can help. Fine. I'll get the prisms first. Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
Oh, Ginsares.
But don't call me
The
Dylan.
brand new job haver, Ginsares,
Just
gives 5 subs to this job.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this key card.
Thanks.
You'll need clearance level 4.
Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately.
Ray
Keep an
North,
eye out for
76.
Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
God, Leprechaun 5000 with 20 gifted subs. I didn't realize this puzzle was just gonna be the hit. Okay, hold on, everyone. Hold on.
It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us.
Thanks,
And
Leprechaun
keeping us from being
5000.
wiped out.
Alright, so Darling knew the hiss was coming. I love that this fucking game does this. Teases a brand new
Let's
area.
lead back to Central Research.
Okay, where is my save points? I feel like there was one just around the corner here. Wasn't it in here? Ah, it's right up here. Wait, where's the save point? I know it was right here. There it is. Oh. Abilities. I have 5. 5! What's this? Launch damage, grenade. Oh, please. Yes. Launch grenades. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. I'm gonna do the health. Continue. Okay. Search for Black Rock Processing Maintenance, Central Maintenance. So I should probably go to the elevator to go to maintenance. By the way, someone just asked a question about abduction, and I'm in a full-screen game on a controller, and I'll be honest, it's just too challenging for me to alt-tab. Can you repaste that question again? Because clearly I have a little ways to walk. Abduction was a game that had a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows, but I was there for it, man. I love almost every game we've ever played on mostly walking. Except for, like, Willy Beamish was absolute bottom-tier trash. Matisse X, 108 months. A warm thank you. Wow, look right back to it. Yes, I did understand correctly. Never forget for Sir Grey will go back upstairs. And because have you ever solved a weirder, harder video game puzzle than that wild math problem in Abduction? It was like a base 8 number system or something like that. I'm still beyond confused by that sequence. Don't feel obligated to answer. I don't even remember it, but like... Yeah, I remember it. I think we're going to maintenance. I need to look again. I think you forgot Uru. Uru was not good. Uru was not good. Uh-oh.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he all right? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
Oh. Have I been here? No, I think I went to the access corridor below. Despy, get off the mouse. Yeah, see, if I come into here... Field training is blocked off. Power plant, which I assume just... Yep. Leads straight here. Look at how clearly signaled it is. You just go this way. Oh. You ever want to let a bad guy heal just to really show him that you weren't happy he tried to mess with you? Yeah, I Ginsars, I will never be able to finish Outer Wilds. Oh, what's that? Is that one of those ball boys? Ball bearing? There's a guy like right here, right? Yeah. Where'd the other guy go? From where? I like the shotgun. Remember that red door was shooting the red cubes? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember we talked about this. What? Got it. Got it. Oops. Oh, I reset the event. Mentioned Outer Wilds. You finished Outer Worlds. I played Outer Worlds for like 10 hours or something. I gotta say, I absolutely loved. Search for BlackRock processing. Okay. BlackRock processing. Great. See, here's what I mean, is that like this. See, it says central maintenance. Search for BlackRock processing. Look, and it says BlackRock processing right here. I think I just went to another dimension. Something. Oh, Jesus, wrong button. So what's nice is that I followed the signage and then went, aha, I cannot go any farther. Tennyson report warning. Oh, God, come on. Anything that says warning, I gotta read. Listen, Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is going to get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not be on anyone's radar right now, you know? I tell you, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. Phew. Turbine room. Well, of course I have level 4 access. Now the thing is, I'm going this way because it was the only remaining way down this fork. See, now I feel like I'm just doing Dark Souls style exploring. I'm trying to remember how things are linked together. Apo Koala. I'm feeling pretty damn great, Apo Koala. Ah, and then I need 2 of these to open this door. Terrific. Playing this incredibly satisfying game. First story-driven game I've played in an incredibly long time. And I remember asking this, but does anyone remember even any story-driven games I've played? Maybe To the Moon is one. God, that one really, I remember very clearly. What? Look, a secret. Yeah, Death's Door story. Nah, I'd consider that more of a... That just feels like a Metroidvania-style game. How do I get the hell out of here? See, I don't consider open-world-style games to be story-driven. Because they're like dabblers. Dabblers to like... Yeah, The Last of Us I consider a story-driven game. It needs more Coyote time, needs more Coyote time. Subnautica I'd consider a survival crafting game with a very great story. But, I mean, this one feels like a linear... Oh, shit, yes. But, that said, what's over here? I think what we're encountering is a problem of really, really poorly constructed definitions, huh? I think that's what we're encountering. I think we're encountering that Sean does not really have the best definitions with things. That really feels like someone's like Jedi Fallen Order, and I was like, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess I would consider it that one. Ugh.
I don't know. The lights are on. They should be open. We're looking to get a room for the night. Hello? I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
Oh, I love that. Oh, would Tomb Raider be an example? Yep. No. Oh, is it a fucking puzzle? Is it a fucking puzzle? Yeah, I'm just here to clean things up a bit. Wait, what? Ah, I see. This is the non-interactable room. Pulled out, straight, on your left. Great. I wonder what I'm supposed to do next, because I feel like I've done the thing. Maybe this will open. Ah, the window is interactable. I didn't see that. Got you, motherfucker. I did it. What did I get? How do I see what that thing that I just got was? I could tell it had a shape to it. It was keys, and it had a shape to it, and I'm wondering how I can look at my keys. I'm just going to assume it was the black triangle. Ah, great. Alright, I overthought it. Great. The bridge is built. See, dude, I mean, like, because I didn't look at the map, and I just looked at the environment. Ow! God! I saw that this was labeled as black rock processing, went towards it. It's great. So much better. I must have spent 30 minutes in my first stream constantly getting lost. Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Okay, we need to find a way to black rock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Alright, access door number 5. Pretty sure this is not the right way to go, but I don't know why I appreciate this so much. But I love the fact that this game just has a crap ton of bathrooms. You'd want a ton of bathrooms in a place like this. I mean, let's be real. That's a boss baddie. Oh, that's the wrong button. Streamer problems. Touching hell, touching hell. Speak with Arish. Alright, I hear my twinkle pal. Maddie-licious. Maddie-licious 1. Oh. Oh my goodness, Maddie-licious. My goodness. It's Maddie-licious with the 1 added at the end. Not to be confused with Maddie-licious. The 0th. I don't know where I'm going with this joke, but it's good to see you here. As we prearranged. That's the joke I'm going for. I'll figure out your own joke. Oh, shit. Look, there's the other beds. Oh, incredible. Another Maddie appears. Maddie is fatty. Dude, Maddie is fatty. I asked Maddie-licious if Maddie-licious was Maddie is fatty. And he went, I hate to disappoint. Friend says, Dear Day 9, sometimes it pains me to think about the fact that you're probably not enjoying the streams and our relationship as much as me and the rest of this chat feels because it's your job. This is our resting time being entertained. I always think to myself that I'm hoping you at least enjoy your job almost as much as we enjoy watching you. Much love. Dude, Velrun, I appreciate that. And you know what? I fucking love this job. This is a good gig. There's certainly some days where I want to do it less than others. And some days where I want to do it more than others. Today's one of those more days. Because I'm like, oh, dude, I cannot wait to just be playing Control all day. Like, I've been looking forward to playing this game. Woo! And also, I don't think I'm that rare in this regard, but certainly there's a lot of streamers that are live 60, 70, 80 hours a week. They're just live for their whole lives. I don't do that. Not me. I'm not gonna do it. I don't like doing it. I refuse to do it. I ain't gonna. I stream about 25, 30 hours a week, and that's about good. That's about good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Please enjoy this. Pause screen to avoid the hiss ruining stiff. What? I'm getting like a little cramp like right here. It's probably because I'm too good of a gamer. Also, for some reason, it is stupidly, outrageously hot in here, and I don't know why. I did it. Ow. Everyone says, take the chance while he leaves, not spoil anything, but I've been wondering for a while now. Why does he never use the dodge ability? Has he not gotten it? Is there a dodge ability? Did it tell me this and I... No. It looks like I don't have it yet. Oh.
Glad to see you're still you.
I'm not doing so hot.
Redacted.
Fine. We'll push through this.
These are the ones doing the pushing, Doc.
Alright, I'm talking about Rish. Man, I have a cramp in my little arm. Ow. Or, like, right here in my wrist. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah, I assumed that this was a game with no dodge. Blarg says, I don't know if you want to know this, but you've missed 3 abilities so far. Blargoyle, what is the matter with you? What is the matter with you? Why would you say, I don't know if you want to know this, and then say it? What are you doing, Blargoyle? Ugh. Ban yourself, Gargoyle. Time out yourself. But I don't know. The game functions great without it.
Taken a few hits. We need to get them to a surgical station.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But I don't think there's...
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Oh, my hand's cramping.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. We are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster.
Oh, we're so bad.
I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
So, let me ask a question. Don't spoil for me anything outside of very precisely what I'm asking. So, L'Oreal says I've missed abilities. Is this one of these things where literally I just click on the person who unlocks an ability for me, and I just miss that? Oh, so it's not like I've missed obvious, dead, basic, clear, click on the object of power, get the ability, you dumbass sort of things.
They're gonna have to be, because we are moving out and I am not leaving them behind.
Or maybe I have. You looked at your quest log? I mean, I'm basically just doing things. I mean, I'm just doing these from top to bottom. I'm just not finishing most of these quests. You know what? You know what?
Hey, remember the deal. You kill a hiss, I buy a shot.
No, I'm gonna keep doing this.
Bottom shelf.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just keep doing the main quest because the main story is interesting to me, and I knew that there were other quests in various orders that there's other quests and therefore various orders that I could do, but I'm just interested in doing it top bottom. So this one out. Well, it's not really that I've missed them so much as if you halt your main questing. How do I get to you? Oh, nice. So that if you sort of flop the order, I don't remember where I came in from.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
Wow. Yeah, so it's just like if you say, because one way to play games is like, oh, there's the main quest. Wait, I have a side quest. Let me go do the side quest, then come back. And let's do the main quest. Wait, another side quest. Go to the side quest and then come back. Okay, main quest. Wait, another side quest. For me, depending upon how much I'm into the main quest, I sometimes just like go, yeah, I'll beeline the main quest to the end and then do the side quests.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Oh. Well, before I activate the boss fight, I just want to give a brief reminder that if you go to our Discord to the announcements channel, there's a task there that we're asking for a few folks a little bit of their time. It's all detailed in the announcements channel, but probably going to be doing that for the next few weeks. Just getting a nice little trickle drip of requests in there. But go to our announcements channel in our Discord. Right at the bottom there is a link with instructions for something that shouldn't take more than a few minutes of assistance.
Shit. They're shattered. Not a single prism left. What the fuck?
Well, it appears I have stood in the wrong location. There you are. Come on. Kind of wish I had that roll, huh? Alright, so if I'm just close, I will die. So because I'm a StarCraft player, I can see the ripple of a Dark Templar at any time. I wonder if there's a way to force reveal. So I go up here. This way.
You kill a hiss, I buy a shot. Bottom shelf on.
Josh says, you're carrying the game's jump scares way better than I expected. Any idea why? Well, I mean, this one didn't seem like a jump scare, because I feel like I can just look and see the ripply
wasn't
things.
kidding about that monster. You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them.
Now, the one thing that is,
Can you help me find a prism?
one thing that is traditionally really comforting for me is having a combat mechanic where the fact that I'm aware that I'm not defenseless makes me really, really comfortable. That was it. Is it a time thing? Is it a... Can I stagger you? Come here. I see. Ah, come on. Ah, come on. So I should probably just go chill in a corner. That lady beats.
Hey, remember the deal. You kill a hiss, I buy a shot.
The problem that I have is that when you do this, there's now visual effects from this that's floating in front of me, kind of obscuring my ability to see. Blargoyle, you're totally fine. Don't worry, Blargoyle.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster. You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism? What the fuck?
Hi. Hello. See the floaty stuff? Hi. I will cheese this fucking thing, man. I do not care. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Oh, fuck, that's so funny. I see you! Come here!
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
She heard me. It's like, oh, you're gonna cheese me? Okay. Shadowcast. Shadowcast said that he would provide support when I died. And I sure did.
There are areas in the oldest house where under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from a threshold
Blocking out a
quarry.
lot of frequencies.
So
a good thing.
the prisms must be there too.
Contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research
I have a little cramp
involves
right here.
Many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black Rock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it?
Yeah, Jester, man. I'm never playing. Never can I handle Outer Wilds, man. Way too scary. Deep water and tornadoes. Nope, 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 nope. Wait, what did I just get? So this should get me to the quarry. Alright, I zoned out for a minute just thinking about... Oh, there's clearance level 5. Sick, fucking sick. Alright, so where am I? I am in. Okay, interesting. So I just came from this way. That's to Black Rock Quarry. Great. Yeah. See, again, this is... I'm just going to keep making this point almost to make sure that I'm not crazy. God, I think my hand is actually cramping from playing too long. See, this is where, like, this way, it says Black Rock Quarry. And in the top left, it says find the Black Rock Quarry. Maintenance Black Rock Quarry. And if I look here on the map, it shows it in that section. And it's not entirely clear that the best way to get to there is this way. Again, the in-game signage, I think, is more appropriately leading.
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy.
I love Big Brother.
Sane. Or just the right kind of things.
Gotcha. Next save point, I'm going to try to make sure I'm not... or that I am unlocking stuff properly. I'm not doing a lot of the investigating to see what the best weapons are. I'm not really min-maxing. I'm just like sort of playing. You see, this is a bit of an... Will I ever shut up about this? I don't know if I'm capable. I don't know if I'm capable. I now assume that what's happening is that I'm going to go up to the very tip-top above this giant centerpiece thing, the NSC power plant, and be interacting way above. Oh, am I at the Black Rock Quarry? Alright, totally wrong. Oh, I am right. Nice. Right intuition, wrong direction. Alright, let's... Weapon forms. Construct pierce, precise, when charged shot penetrates armor. Sure. Mods. Upgrade when I'm in threshold remnants. So I can go to here. Zoom. Oh, shit. Heal me up. I like my other gun. Ammo cost per shot. Meh. Currently have projectiles fired +3. No, I'm gonna do this. Black Rock Quarry, nice. Come here, floaty boys. Research hiss nodes. Personal mods full? What? Alright. Maybe. I did it. I did it. Excellent. Alright, great. Threshold remnant. Hey, that's one of the things I needed. Nice. I don't remember where I came from. There it is, Black Rock Quarry. Look at that. Oh my god. See, like, this is a spot where the map working just fine for me. Grit Pierce was your jam for 70% of the game. Oh, wait, can you? Yeah, I just tend to like shotguns, because I like running up to stuff. Ellen says, Grit Pierce is my jam for 70% of the game. Man, hell yeah. Plays games. Says Pierce feels awesome on the PS5 version because they added in the HD rumble. Dude, the rumble on that controller is so good. I want to play this with someone. Enemies, come here. Damn it. Shelter, shelter, shelter. Bard says, what do people prefer more in games like this? The puzzle solver or the run and gun? You know, I actually find the puzzle solving, oh my god. This is actually quite weird. Maybe it's because I haven't used the controller very much, but... a danger of a puzzle game is you never get that lean back moment.
Elevator's broken.
Okay.
Gotta get down the old-fashioned way.
The Dark Souls. Yeah, no, you can wind up with that sort of fatigue feeling where you're just like, oh my god. Just finished a really hard puzzle, and then boom, it's another really hard puzzle. You just kind of get that like, ugh, okay, Jesus. Well, that's hitting me, ain't it? Oh. Old school muscle memory kicking in. I held my left bumper for the shield. Oh, I think a personnel mod that gives me plus 32. Plus, yeah, let's do this. I like living. Yeah, and I think that it can be kind of tricky to figure out how to do that lean back moment in a puzzle game where you like, do a hard thing, oh, an easy thing, a relaxed thing, a hard thing, And I think that that's what's nice about combat is that it's truly just a different part of my brain where I'm just like twitching and tweaking and aiming my best. Wait a minute, is the game trying to teach me something? No, wait, I could have purchased this at any point. Ugh. Where are my HPs at? Is that a gray door? A very Dark Souls style gray door? Deraculus is so happy to be back. Hospital like has made it tough to watch live, but I'm so happy I could watch today's stream. Hey, Deraculus. Hope you're doing all right. I don't know if you are a patient at or a worker at the hospital, but hope you're doing well. And we're happy to have you because it's Friday. Dude, I don't even care if I'm working Saturdays. Fridays just have a magical feel to them. Fridays are the best days. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Nice. Chaz, do you support a 4-day work week? Thursdays can also be Fridays, dude. I am real interested in that. Like, I mean, even more like a person. Even more like, as a person, I prefer to do a fewer number of extremely intense days. I like to get up and work for 14 hours, go to bed, get up, work for 14 hours, go to bed, get up, work for 14 hours, go to bed, and then just be off for 4 days. I mean, as in person. Yeah, I just like... Largo, you're a person too, man. That's so sick. Oh, it's the Black Rock Quarry. No, I am a meat popsicle. Look at all the healths. There's also decided 4x10s for 18 months and it's the best thing ever. I loved it. Yeah, dude, like... Because here's the thing. Like, I find myself... Like, for instance, I am meeting a friend for dinner. I've not seen this friend in a while, so I assume that it will be one of those long-ass dinners where I, like, leave my house at, like, 7:30, and at 8 we hang out till, like, midnight or 1, and then I go to bed. Then I feel like I need a full day of recovery, because that's too much fucking socialization for me. It's just too much. And so I need a recovery Saturday after my intense Sunday. Or similarly, if I went out to brunch and did like a 1 to 6 hangout with people, I feel like I need a recovery day after that. But the problem is, if I do like a Friday, then a Saturday recovery day, or Saturday hangout, and a Sunday recovery day, and let me also just open the umbrella a bit and say, if I do any relatively intense activity, like let's just say it's an activity with me and my wife. Maybe we want to just go look at some art at a museum or something. You know, just like a nice little thing. I feel like I need a recovery day because, like, I'm tired. But then I feel like I also need, like, a third day in there. You know what I mean? Because there's an event day, and there's the recovery day, then there's the be at home, doing whatever shit I fucking want day. You know what I mean? What is it? So I can't tell if that's the Screechy Lass. I just say, I find pistols to be like the most satisfying weapon in any game. Like the Halo 1 pistol, the best weapon in the game, you mean? The only viable tournament competitive item. Whoops. Whoa. Oh, hi. Sometimes I like to just watch a single entity coming at me. Oh, shit. See what it's like. Because, you know, the game always feels so much more intense, because there's the challenge of the game of me just aiming and shooting, you know. Moving my own character around. You just, like, stop moving. You just, like, watch these characters and bang, 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 bang. They're just, like, shooting everywhere, every which way. Alright. Looks like I'm not going to dinner tonight. Woo! Fuck yeah. Okay, where? Ooh. Oh. See, by the way, this is when I think maps can be really powerful and relational. Again, when I say relational, I mean like, in the north area, there is the Crystal Palace. In the southern area, there is the Lava Mountain. In the west is the desert. And you go, oh, Palace, Desert, Mountain. And you sort of like see how they relate to each other. Alright, this is the button. Now that there's like not multiple layers, it's like just so clear what I'm actually looking at. It's great. I'm talking about this a lot, again, not because it is so egregious and it is so bad or something like that, but rather it's just like one of the more interesting experiences I've had, where like if you said to me earlier in the week, Sean, let's assume that our game is not Dark Souls, where we don't want the player to feel lost and learn the space, but we want to like, you know, give the player a guide as to what's going on. Should we have a map? I would go, oh yeah, map would always be helpful. Assuming you can do it properly, you know, like if you have a really gnarled 3D world, you might want something more like what's in Doom Eternal to navigate. But I would have never, ever, ever thought about the idea of a map being a potential opportunity to mislead the player. And so I've just been thinking about maps. I opened up a whole bunch of different maps, looked at different maps. I looked at the world map of Bloodborne. Oh, what a gorgeous map. PKA Boo, I love you, says Sean. I remember nearly failing a final in undergrad in 2011 after watching too many of your SC2 streams. I think you had just finished your master's, possibly. Did you ever do anything with it? My master's was interactive media. What do you think we're doing right now? We're interacting in a medium. But yeah, I actually... To say well, I don't know. I'm trying to find the right word for it. There's sometimes the phrase, like, did you do anything with it, that implies that if you didn't do something that is directly, perfectly one-to-one in line, that somehow it wasn't worth it. For instance, like, well, I have a undergrad degree in math. I would be using it if I went into mathematics research. What are you? I would be using it if I did coding or some such thing. Ooh, jumping puzzles. I'm gonna go down first. Oh. It's fucking terrifying. Don't go anywhere near that garbage. PK Boo, I love you, says, awesome, man, I didn't mean in a negative way. Thanks for answering. I just finished my master's a couple years ago. I'm not practicing business, but I do enjoy learning, so it's worth it. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't take what you said negatively, but I do know people that have said things like that. In a negative regard. Oh, I see. My punishment for missing is having to deal with this guy. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So there's some secret stuff down there. Ah! Yeah, I've seen people that are just, like, really judgy about education and stuff. Oh, you studied history? Are you even using it? Are you using your history degree? You know, or like an English degree. Do you even use an English degree? When really it's like understanding how written word is able to communicate themes and this sort of stuff. I mean, the modern version of it that I really hate is anyone who studies a technical field like math, biology, chemistry, physics, computer science, etc. Just going like, oh my god, you studied a humanity? Bah. And there's, you know, some elements of noteworthy consideration. For instance, oh, cool, I'm crossing back over. Nice. There's elements of noteworthy consideration, like there is, I think something, there's like an estimated 100,000 jobs a year being created in coding. So if you learn any coding at all, you put yourself sort of in the crosshairs to potentially reap the benefits of that, right? So if you're maybe studying humanities, like history or something like that, oh no, what if you didn't learn how to code, and how cool that would be. How cool that would be if you learned to code and then could, like, you know, get a really great job and apply the learnings from your major to this one, or even combine them together into something like this. You know, there's like a notable truth to the existence of this. I feel like I'm going to learn to fly at some point. It looks like a whole ass section over there, huh? Anyways. Yeah, there is something noteworthy there. It's not like... Not all of these degrees provide equal benefit. And when I say equal benefit, I don't mean there's the good, the middle, and the bad. I mean, they provide functionally different things, and because they're functionally different, you know, in the same way that, like, blue doesn't equal red. I'm not saying that one color is better or worse than the other. They're just, they're different. They're clearly unequal. I think that is reasonable to acknowledge, but I don't like the implication that somehow these things that are fundamental in so many ways.
Whoa. Not what I expected.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I got distracted by how tight this was. I just don't like people that are, you studied English? Ugh. You're an art major? Oh my god, artists. I've even personally got this, where they're like, yeah, Sean, I mean, you've worked in creative field for your entire career, but I mean, you majored in math, so, like, you know, you at least get it. You know, it's a fucking weird thing. I don't get that. I don't like that, man. Especially, like, specifically the decrying of art and art majors, where it's like, dude, do you realize how much visual imagery there is around us all the time? Like, I have a cool phone, like, you know, I have this phone background. You know, I have this, it's just a bunch of shapes. It's just a bunch of cool shapes, right? Cool. You know? I like these shapes. They make me happy, and artists had to have made that. I was listening to some music before the show. Someone had to make that music. Someone suggested me a podcast. You realize how many fucking people make podcasts? I mean, you go to Starbucks and there's just music playing, the whole notion of mood music. Wow, I just worked a hard day. Let me go put on a piece of art, like a television show, to watch that shit. I mean, I actually think that one of the core glues that allows society to function properly is media, art, entertainment, that sort of thing. AKA, hey, you know what everyone did in the pandemic? Consumed a lot of their favorite entertainment. So I don't know, I get specifically annoyed as someone who does have a STEM degree, who has been around a lot of people who, God, you know, it's that in-group sort of thing where it's just like, hey, dude, you and me, we're both STEM majors, so like, these art majors, right? Like, no, no, I don't like that. I'm not one of those people. Is this just a visual effect, or is this a boys coming at we. And I also think that, oh my god, RFJ says people place too much gravity on degrees. It's a really important way to formally justified. Disregarding people and not about education at all. I teach at university, and ironically, the only student that actually cared about coding a class I gave was one that actually didn't study for the degree, but only for fun. On the other hand, I had a professor literally misspell their own name in front of a group of people, so degrees don't mean much. It's like, what I would say is that degrees mean a non-zero amount. They mean a non-zero amount. Like, the way that I like to explain it, in front of this unbelievably beautifully arted area, is a lot of the way that people understand jobs or professions, or just in a general sense, identity, is in an over-the-fence way. Like, oh, John's a doctor. Sally's a doctor. They're doctors. Don't listen to this guy. This guy isn't a doctor. You know? It's just very binary. Just bucket it. When, in reality, there are world-class, top-tier, grandmaster-level doctors. And there's also some Gold League doctors. There's a few Bronze League. Most of them would be in Gold and Platinum. You know. And again, let me make this comparison. StarCraft, if you take all the people that played StarCraft 2 regularly in the last 2 to 3 years, you'd get a distribution of Bronze to Grandmaster, where that, that normal distribution, or as Gauss, I think, appropriately identified it, it was a Gaussian. That's such a fucking good joke. Most StarCraft players that are Gold, Platinum, Diamond, yeah, they're not the Grandmasters, but they know all the units in the game, they know all the stats of all the units, how all the upgrades are, what all the costs of everything are. They've seen a whole bunch of strategies, they've tried a whole bunch of different things. They're good and bad at various forms of gameplay. They have good and bad matches. They actually have a lot of knowledge. And this formulation of thinking of StarCraft players from Bronze to Grandmaster, we all sort of intuitively know. Intuitively, I think people that are on the in, people who do play StarCraft, will go, yeah, Gold Leaguers are trash. Even the low Grandmaster are trash compared to people like Cyril, the #1 Zerg player of all time. You know, people will say things like this. But here's how I'm going to frame it. Yes, it is true that if you had to pick a coach for your team, you'd rather have Cyril, the #1 Zerg player, over a Gold League Zerg. But also, I would rather have a Gold League Zerg be the coach than someone who has never played StarCraft, who just got done watching 10 hours of YouTube videos about how it works, saying something like, I did my research. You know what I mean? That Gold Leaguer knows fuckloads more than this person that studied for just 10 hours. And so when I think about this idea of, like, people that have degrees, there are definitely some gold-level math majors out there, and there's some grandmaster math majors out there that, like, just functionally, just by definition, and if someone said, I'm not a math major, but I've read a good amount of math. Okay, well, it is possible that you are one of those, I've just looked at videos for 10 hours, I watched a bunch of number file, so I know math, you know, that sort of thing. So I think that they're in a very plain sense, you can be a Gold Leaguer CS major or math major, but by God, you still had to fucking get to Gold League, which requires a lot of knowledge, right? You know what I mean? And all that said, I do think that it is absolutely possible, like one of the engineers that we pay to help us with stuff is a self-taught coder. And is great! It's fucking great! Our character really is very fidgety. Jesus. Jesse Fade is just... God. I guess it's the most intense idle animation I've ever seen. And so I feel like in the... And I've talked about this before, that, you know, if you're interested in getting into a creative field, like let's say you want to get into... Well, we're playing a game, so let's say game design. Dana, do you have any advice on how someone should get into it? Shortcut! you have any advice on how someone should get into game design? Should I go to school for game design? Like, you know, I went to school for interactive media, which encompasses game design and large-scale environmental design, like doing an amusement park. Other various forms of interactive media, interactive art exhibits, stuff like that was also part of the degree. Building physical interfaces and controllers. Cool stuff. Loved my degree. That's one way to do it. Should I go all the way down? I'm going all the way down, baby. But another valuable piece of information is... Oh, he's behind. No one's any wiser. I mean, if you build a portfolio, that's amazing. If you do some work on someone else's project and they can be like, oh, dude, Jerry was amazing. I loved working with Jerry. That can be really helpful. Oh, you have Heelys, huh? You have Heely dealies? Fine, you've convinced me. But yeah, if it's like, if you have a degree in design, you've worked on some games, and you have a personal portfolio, and you've, like, participated in 5 game jams, like, these are all just, like, useful first-class pieces of information that should hopefully... Oh, that feels so satisfying. Did I just change the trajectory? Oh! Oh my god! Oh my lord! Glad I didn't step down, huh? No, I'm switching, man. What's this? It's pretty fun. Hello. Oh, whoops. Sure made quite a ruckus, huh? Oh. Oh. I chose the best place to have this fight, man. Yeah, like, so again, like, each of these individual pieces of, like, oh, I have a portfolio, I did this game jam, I have this degree, these are just, like, bits of evidence. But even then, it's not fully representational. It's not like, if you do have this degree, you can do this field. You do know how to do history if you have a history degree. It's not. My god, it's just not so simple. Any new mods? Zoom. Damage? Fuck yeah, I like pain, baby. I don't know, I'm just gonna try this, because why not? Give me this. Quarry incident, research and records. Oh, please. I gotta see this. I'll read this in a quick second. But man, like, but what, so again, these are bits of evidence that they contribute to the clarity of communicating, I know how this thing works. It's not pure one-to-one evidentiary, you know, but it is, it is helpful. And what I don't like is when someone inverts that, where they're like, you literally are not in the club unless you've done the thing, you know. I just hate whenever anyone's just like, oh, so you have like a history major, but like you code? Oh, well, you clearly didn't get a CS degree, so there's no way you could ever be as good as someone who got a degree in it, you know. Oh, God, I specifically... So sorry I went on this fucking huge rant about this, but I specifically get so mad whenever anyone's like, oh my God, your degree is not in the STEM field? God, it tilts me a lot. Anyways. Rants with Day 9. During my weekly safety inspection to the quarry's threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of blur. The whole team was green, aligned and staring in a uniform direction. The city in the distance, despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained green for more than 5 minutes. I had to resort to literally telling them to stop. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior, or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluation on a weekly basis. Preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. What's the city? I want to know what the city is, man. Well, I gotta go there, huh? I think this is such great signaling. Again, as a crapper engineer, you know, like, let the player notice. Let's make it a completely different bright color. But this is still in the same color profile, but it's just like lightly blinking. Oh, I thought those had things on it. Oh my God, Give me this. Oh yeah, these things blink at the same time. Look at this subtle signaling. The place I'm supposed to put it and the thing that I have, same time. Docs' question for you. If someone was working on their mental health, trying to improve their emotional intelligence, become more comfortable thinking on their feet and interacting with people, do you think streaming would be useful? Getting them from an audience, assuming you can build one? Oh, well, I mean, let me just say that it will take a lot of emotional drain to do that. Like, 100%. It's kind of like... This is not exactly what you're saying, but it's a little bit like, hey, I'm trying to work on figuring out how to self-care in situations of intense stage fright. So what I've decided to do is go to open mic night 5 nights a week. And I'm like, okay, to be clear, that'll probably put you in the emotionally uncomfortable situation. But that said, if your goal is, I want to do this to just practice what it feels like, there is no person I know who has not done regular streaming that has not substantially improved their ability to speak and communicate. I literally looked away. Oh, God, I looked away at the cool part.
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs, then Dylan.
These things absolutely unsettle the crap out of me. Endra Dog, you know, I encourage you, if you're going live, you know, leverage our community. You know, like hop in our Discord. One thing that I know people have done to some good success is they go this way? Well, that's not. Oopsie daisies. That's right. I had to go around this way. Excuse me, guys. You know, they'll hop in a Discord call in our Discord, and they'll change their ID to streaming. Well, like Dreadog streaming, that is. Alright, so if I just, like, go around the left... Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. Really just freaked me right the fuck out. Woo! Genuinely the most unsettling thing in the game for me. Waffle says, I don't like these ones. Can you leave this area? Yes. Yeah, like you can go into a Discord channel, start streaming, invite people in. You can just like stream some Minecraft, and then like on your stream you can put like a little link that says like, hey, I'm in the Dana TV Discord. It's just like a nice way. Just a really good way to like get some momentum going, so that way it's not like, well, as it turns out, I'm talking completely and totally alone. Astrocometer says, can I make a suggestion for a non-spoilery thing for you to look at? I know you'll like it. You know what, Astrocometer? You get a carte blanche with your next message in this chat. Alright, take a look again at the top of the big reactor, then read the thing you picked up, labeled NSC. Wilberg says, ban him now. Give me a moment. See, look, even the game is working with me to prevent these spoilers. Oh, it needs to charge all the way up, huh? Shoot through multiple dudes? Better. So much better. So much better. X. Astrocometer clearly has been infected by the hiss. Okay, get the thing labeled NSC. Ashtray Maze. I recognize this name.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust.
This is what speedrunners say to themselves before they speedrun Mario.
Smoking there forever have their uses. The Ashtray Maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the Binder, and those the Binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Child is Emily Child? Is she the baddie? Okay. What is the thing you want me to look at? What do you want me to look at, Astrocometer? Do you see the impact this is having on the pacing of this game? First, look at the back of the reactor. Is this the back of the reactor? Or is this the front of the reactor? Or do you want me to go to the back of where I'm looking? Northmore sarcophagus container. Is this it? Is this what you want me to look at, Astrocometer? Look at what you're doing to the content right now. The intensity is on. All eyes are on you. And you be glad that this is the second day of a story-driven sentences are impossible. Just be glad, okay? Grab a look at the screens and read the NSC. You say read the NSC. You gotta be more specific with me. Speak to me as if I were an animal or a small child that was easily startled. NSC, there it is. NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. Coolant pumps keep the container and its blah from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted into the converters, where it is rendered into a blah through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. For NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of blah's power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. So there's some sort of anomalous entity in there that is just constantly emitting energy, like some radioactive corpse. Oh, speak with Marshall. Oh, I should just TP out of here, huh? Guess I'll go. That's right. That's right. I knew my memory was doing an okay job. Fast travel. Central executive. God, I love this sort of stuff. Yeah, that is the most SCP thing ever. You're absolutely right. Thanks, Astrocometer. We're pleased to have given you the gift.
Our sectors.
Executive is in the process of...
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
I lied.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
This is what it feels like to ask out your crush in 7th grade.
He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codenamed P6. We brought him here after the ordinary event.
Codename PP.
He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond
Come on.
any other candidate in the program.
Come on.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now?
So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary.
Okay, what are we doing?
Eventually, his power changed him.
Okay.
There were casualties.
Okay.
He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away?
Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother.
Okay.
I thought we were the same.
Okie dokie. Okay. Despy.
What if we are?
Desper.
I'm going. Now.
To my brother.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous.
Good, it's mnemonic.
Do not let him out, Director Faden.
Dangerous Dylan.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them.
Not here for God.
Nothing simple here.
Dude, this is such a good
These
touch.
people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends?
Are they my frenemies or my ends?
I need to see Dylan.
Dylan.
I need to know.
Où est Dylan? Dangerous.
I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay?
I think Polaris might be bad.
I could use a friend right now.
Oh, it's the opening cinematic, buddy. Alright, thank you, Despy. Excuse me.
Collins, any word on survivors?
We've located numerous safe rooms with survivors inside. We're waiting on HRAs before...
Fine, Dylan.
we open. Once we can safely
All right.
move them out, survivors will be escorted here straight away.
Wonderful. Keep me updated.
No Hiss followed you in, right?
And F. Containment sector. All right, beep beep.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Nouns.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain.
This is literally
It
SCP.
is
It's so
maximum
good.
security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable. Something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth.
Nothing at all.
They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but They don't want to be controlled.
Are you guys ready to let our brother out and ruin the entire universe? You ready to ruin stuff?
This place were ever reached,
we would be truly boned.
It would be chaos of biblical proportions.
And a lot of really screwy stuff happened in the Bible. Yay, power-ups. Remote thought. Ugh. Oh, look at me. Oh, yeah, look at me. Oh. Flapping Banelings. Banelings take flight. Afternoon delight. I will use this corner and this table. Ah. Flapping Banelings equals Scourge. False Banelings deal AoE damage. Scourge do not. What's it do? Oh, hi. I like shotguns. Gotcha, Vezroth. Bing bonged. So long. Extremely excellent. I love it. We finally made it to Containment. Oh, there's bound to be some goodies here. Show me all of your secrets. Oh, I just realized it's all the chanting floating people. Oh.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Bing bong doom. Do I have level 3 law? Whatever. Oh. God, that makes so much sense. Open up. In a moment, I'm going to be taking a break to use the restroom. If you're thinking of taking a break with me, he's no problem. Well, everything seems to be going perfectly well in there. I see no reason to proceed. If there's problems over here, I gotta take care of these. Oopsie dipsy. Suck on this, rocket boy. Uh-oh. detonating nearby me? Oh, was it a flying baneling? A scourge, perhaps? Not a scourge, never a scourge. Oh, shit. What are you doing here? Is this the first time that dudes come up from behind me? I'm gonna go back to Health Hallway. Oh, I just realized the... Hi. Oh! I tried to roll, but I haven't unlocked it. Is everyone doing stupid Opticon jokes? Stabilis said, she made the entire team some nice ham Opticon sandwiches. Nardwag says, and wash it down with Cran Opticon. Again, my favorite kind of humor. Really stupid. I had this little itch right at the very bottom of my nose. I think it might be like a little cat hair that's stuck to my nose, and every time I inhale or exhale. My God. Excuse me, desperate. My cat is just sitting here, reflecting on everything that is, was, and will be. So, I was born, not born, but I lived right there. That's where I grew up, right there. I loved it! And now I live there. I used to live here. Looks like Topeka's the only one that's doing okay in this business, you know what I mean? Hate it that much. I mean, it wasn't exclusive dislike, but I mean, there's a lot of dislike. I did not like a great deal of it.
Hello? I need some help here.
Someone needs help over there. Sounds like there's a...
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks?
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I love clocks.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry.
Is this a side quest?
Threshold.
Oh. No. This. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that stuff. Panopticlock? Oh, you're so good. Oh, you're so good. Yeah, no, I didn't really like the, a lot about Kansas. But I mean, I think the biggest thing that I didn't like about it is I just did not feel a sense of, like, my people, my home, you know, like, because I feel like the location can change and stuff. Like, you know, I like the food in LA as much as the next person. Oh, I see how this is laid out. I like the LA food as much as the next person. But really, it's that I have so many friends here, and there's so much experiences that I've had here that I really cherish and really love. But in particular, the high school I went to, I did not I did not have a positive experience in high school. I did not have a positive experience in high school. I did not. So when I went to Harvey Mudd, that was like my first time to actually be around people that were interested in the kinds of things that I was interested in. So that's why I shot a gun at it when I was looking at the map.